Is this the most boring sports bike of its era? Before we get right into this video, we need to go back to 2007, where it all started with this bike. 2007 was before you had the likes of the BMW S1000RR and the Ducati Panigale V4S. This is the 2007 Honda CBR1000RR. And you're probably wondering the same thing as me. Why is there so many R's in it? Well, we're about to find out. Honda have got this stereotype of being more of a reliable brand than a performance-based brand. They're more about, you turn the key every time and it starts. You go out on it and you're not going to have any issues. There is a few problems with something like this. Is the fact that it's a sports bike. You're going to have issues. And I'm not saying mechanical issues, because again, this is a Honda, so it is very, very reliable. It's not very comfortable. I mean, I'm 23 years old and my arms are hurting already, and I've been on it for 20 minutes and it is already giving me some aches and pains. You're not going to really find a comfy sports bike, are you? Because again, they're not designed for tooting around the countryside on a Sunday afternoon or touring. In terms of electronics, well, it's 2007. It doesn't have any electronics. So, is it a little bit scary to ride? A little bit, knowing that the traction control isn't going to kick in when you give it a bit too much, or the front wheel's not going to lift up if you give it too much. It's got Honda's own electronic steering dampener, HESD. And that is a steering dampener basically built in, which I think is a smart idea, because again, if you are one of them people that decide to take it on a track day or like to speed around places, you're going to get speed wobbles, you're going to get little twitches, and it's a nice little feature that this bike has, is this electronic steering dampener. Now, like a lot of modern bikes, it's got a hydraulic clutch, which is a nice little feature, but again, it just sort of lacks a bit of feel. 43mm upside down forks. They're fully adjustable, so you can adjust the preload, the compression and the rebound. Exactly the same in the rear, fully adjustable rear shock. If you fancy tweaking it here and there, you've got the option to do that, and that's on a road bike. Now, at the time when you were buying one of these, you were probably looking at about £8,000, maybe £9,000 for a brand new one. Obviously, time depreciates things, and you can potentially pick one of these up for around £3,500, £4,000 in a fairly decent nick, which again, price for money, I think that's perfect. Again, I keep saying that this bike, well, in Honda in general, are a performance-based bike, and they're more about reliability. Well, compare it to the Honda RC211V MotoGP bike. It looks near identical. It's got the mirrors, it's got the lights, it's got all these bits that race bikes don't have, but when you take all that back, it looks identical to the RC211V MotoGP bike. So, is it contradicting a little bit? Because this thing won a World Superbike Championship and it's designed off a MotoGP bike in terms of style. Why has it got the title of being the most boring sports bike of its era? Well, it's a tough one. It is a tricky one to say, in my opinion anyway. Some bikes are Marmite, you like them or you hate them, and this one, it's alright. I don't know. For me, it doesn't excite me, but it doesn't, I wouldn't turn it down. Otherwise I wouldn't be on it right now. But yeah, there's just something about it that just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't tickle my fancy. Is it a bike I'd personally own? Probably not, no. I mean, for me, it doesn't tick my boxes. For some of you guys out there, it might be what you're after. No electronics, 170 brake horsepower. I don't know. For me, it's just not a bike that I'd gel with, I don't think. So you could agree with the title of this video. Is it one of the most boring sports bikes of its era? Possibly, yeah.